Yo! Video games.
Doggy.
Let's sing some song.
Oh god.
That had some fucking music videos we found out.
Yes, it does. And there's donkeys in it.
I don't think Max has ever heard that song.
Nope,
No.
I'm full. I think I'm good.
Yes, I think I'm good.
No, you're not, Max. You're really not good.
The donger.
No, man. You don't know pain until you've heard it.
But he's in a car by himself, apparently. We had left the car and he was listening
Well,
to
me
it.
and Mike.
Oh, you and Mike are
We're
listening.
both listening to it on the way back.
You have to have supervision when you listen to these songs. And there's context in them. There's context. You need a teacher to help you out with what's going on.
No, I'm just saying.
You can't just
It's
listen to it raw.
Kenny and Steve, they
You can't just listen to it
Yeah,
raw.
like told me I should listen to it. Say we like it or whatever, and
It
put
would
it
just
on
cause
as-
confusion if you listen to it raw. You need context.
No, because like the whatever the first songs you on that CD weren't that bad.
Yeah.
It was just we just turned it on. We're like, okay, yeah, it was a pretty good song.
Okay. You're like, oh my god.
We're like, what the fuck is this?
Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, hit him in the electricity thing. I bet that's gonna go. Jesus Christ. Oh! He's dead. Give him the zap.
Ow.
Oh. Oh wow. Okay. I think like the electrical backgrounds and some of the stuff that slams and all stuff adds a little extra fun factor to this game. That's really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people just like this game is actually just fun to watch. I have no really interest in playing it, but seeing some of the cool stuff.
It's like the exciting Tekken.
Yeah. I don't know, like if I watch somebody streaming like MK or streaming, I have like an inclination to jump in and play them, Like,
Well,
I
like
wanna
when you're
play.
watching Tekken or whatever, it's like it's exciting if you know what's going on. But for the average person watching something, it's like, okay, what are they going to be more excited by?
Well,
Something that
even
looks pretty and has all this fucking shenanigans going on.
even an
Or just-
amateur can follow Tekken when it comes to something
No, I know
like
that, but it's like it's not as exciting as say this. With
this.
all
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Barbie models and like gorgeous landscapes, and
Yeah.
stage transitions.
Barbie models.
Just Barbie
models.
boobs. Just say boobs.
They are.
Yeah, they're literally
Japanese
boobs.
Barbie models.
Yeah.
See, they made a chunky Barbie now.
They made a fat Barbie?
Yeah, not
How
like
fat?
Not a fat, voluptuous or whatever, full figured.
Thick Barbie?
Thick Barbie.
Yeah.
Do they call it thick
Thick
Barbie?
I don't remember
Thick
what
girls.
they call it. There's a thick Barbie now.
Thick Barbo? I'm gonna go buy one.
Thick Barbie.
Does it come in body pillow flavor?
Oh Jesus!
Thick Barbo.
That's the way Drake likes his Barbies.
I didn't even know
Dang.
body pillow was a flavor. Sounds delicious.
Oi!
Wow.
Now I must
Let's
go.
go.
Ha.
Let's get it on. She just said, "Let's get it on."
Yep.
Oh, baby! Let's get it on.
That can be interpreted in any way you like it.
Well, how weird that Soul Calibur, like XBLA Soul Calibur, only came out for XBLA. Like it never actually came out on PSN.
Oh, part one, you mean?
Yeah, part 1.
I think it was a
in the
money
arcades,
hat
though?
thing from Microsoft.
Huh?
It was-
Was it in the arcade store?
Soul Calibur?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Years, like 15 years ago. The one that came out like a few years back. They did a 1080p remaster of Soul Calibur and put it on fucking Xbox.
It was a
And
money hat.
I was hoping it came out on PlayStation, but it didn't. Apparently, it's just
No,
an
yeah,
XBLA
yeah.
game.
It was a money hat thing where basically Microsoft was trying to win over everyone to their service inside.
That makes sense.
I remember that.
So they wanted exclusives and shit, or they were trying to get all exclusives.
Yeah.
Kind of what Sony's doing right now. They are killing it with exclusives, man. One more hit. Oh.
I hit you.
Let's see if he did, folks. Let's see if he
The
did.
tree's gonna get in the way. It was a hit.
I don't even fucking know.
Oh shit.
Let's get it on.
Get ready, fight!
Whoa.
Tree!
Hey!
Thank you very much, Tree. Holy
Yes,
shit,
sir.
man.
Hope you're feeling better,
I
buddy.
appreciate it, dude.
And Tree, if you're not feeling well enough to go to Evo, don't worry about it, buddy.
Sounds like virtual fighter music.
That's insane.
Get ready, fight!
Oh.
That
Back
backflip.
cash, you right? So good.
Fancy.
Yeah. I was really hoping this thing would like fly off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for more
Maybe it does.
stage transitions right now.
I was the wrong move. Just a bit.
Like, it seemed
Ah.
easier to get somebody in a stage transition in the earlier games than it was
Wow.
this one. Like, it's like a
I
lot
got hit by
tougher.
fucking air. Damn it.
It's painful.
And you know what's funny? Like, the stages here are really, have transitions and shit like that, and people love it. But then you go to, like, Tekken 4,
Yeah.
and there's stage
Well, it's
transitions,
because
and people upset.
they fucked up the game, apparently.
How?
I don't ask people that are really good at
Good
it.
at, like, fucking Tekken 4 or something
Ask
like
people
that.
that are really good at Tekken 4.
Yeah, because I don't. And how is it that it made the game bad? A lot of people complain about that.
What?
Well, this game has a lot of stage transitions, and people love it. But then you go to Tekken 4, and it has a lot of stage transitions, and people hate it. So it's like, well, what was the difference?
Well, Tekken didn't have any stage transitions.
Like, it's not a lot of stage.
Tekken had stage
no walls.
hazards.
Okay, there you go.
Tekken 4 had stage hazards, which
Yeah.
were random fucking phone booths and poles and
Occupation.
People.
and
Assassin.
fucking people
Yeah.
in some situations and shit like that.
Yeah.
Can you do this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, eat up.
Get ready, fight!
Again.
And yeah, the tiny arenas are kind of a big thing. That
There's only like one or two of them, I think, that were like small
It's
arenas.
the fact
Yeah,
that
well,
Tekken never had it, so
the
suddenly
cheese,
Tekken has
that's
it.
one thing I noticed when we were playing Tekken 4. The elevation of some levels.
Yeah,
You could be above people, which made it fucking hard.
You would get an advantage on somebody. You would have advantage on somebody. You
Don't try, Tekken. I have the higher ground.
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
underestimate my powers.
Yeah, stage transitions are a big thing in Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag. Big thing.
They
through
fall
all
through the
stage
floor.
transitions and fall through floor stage
Yeah.
transitions. That's a big
Hey,
thing.
nobody really complained about those. I think a lot of people like that. It
I
wasn't
think
too
it's the
invasive.
random, like, you have an arena and you have random shit around. Like that's, I think people complain, that's a dead or alive thing. Like, why are you putting that in
Oh,
Tekken?
they wanted to keep it in one
I
game.
think that might have been a bit, I'm just saying that could have been a complaint.
Yeah,
'Cause this is the thing with DOA, is that, yes, there's hazards everywhere.
yeah. And that's what kind of makes DOA what it is, you know? It's the fact that it has, like, weird... I mean, look at that. There's elevation right here, you know? She's actually higher than he is. But it's not... It wasn't as insane. Like, you would have a character that's literally, like, above, like, the other guy. And if you were ducking, you would still get, like, hit, you know?
Right.
I don't even remember.
I've been in snowstorms up in the mountains that are like this. Like, it's just a fucking whiteout, and you'd have to drive in it.
Ah.
I've driven in this with a rear-wheel drive car. I was like 17.
Did you have one of those cars with, like, the chains on the wheels?
Well, you had to put the chains on,
Yeah,
but I never did it.
Oh.
I just drove it like an idiot.
Ha.
Some scary shit.
And then you died.
No, I made it.
Get ready,
You do some dumb shit when you're young. That whole invincible, dude.
Yeah.
My God, that is so true.
But then you know what's funny is that your parents will tell you, like, hey, don't do that, but you have to experience it for yourself. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
have to go
true.
through it as a kid, so it doesn't matter.
Or die.
Or die, yeah. Those are the one things that suck about learning as
Well,
you get older.
I remember reading this thread on YoVideogames the other day where this guy has like racked with guilt because he was walking up a hill and this girl was coming down on a scooter going way too fast, and he was afraid of being like looked at as like a pedo if he grabbed her and stopped her from going way too fast down the hill on a scooter. So he let her go by, and right as she goes by him, a little bit down, she crashes into like a brick wall or whatever on the side. She falls down and like gets a big old scrape on her knee. She's crying and wailing and all that shit. And their parents come running out to her, And he was all, man, I could have prevented her from getting hurt or possibly injured if I just not been afraid of being and they're like, dude, it's a kid. Let him fall. Let him learn that going down a hill on a scooter without like any like pads or anything is a dumb idea. Now they're going to be a little bit more, conscious about flying down a fucking hill.
I ain't gonna do that shit again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's they're not going to die. They're not going to lose a limb. They made a mistake. They were
They're
stupid,
gonna be like,
and they paid
ouch.
for
They
it.
learned a very valuable lesson in life.
That's something you're not supposed to do as a teacher, but sometimes it's like you really want to just be like, oh, don't let the kid, don't let the student do something that's going to like hurt them. It's like sometimes it's the only way they're going to learn. It's going to be this constant battle of like trying to like stop them from doing something, and then just how about you just let it happen and see what happens after that?
Well, then that's that case with the gorilla. Like it happened.
Well, that's a
and
fucking 4-year-old climbing over a fence into a cage. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you don't just say, oh, let him go in there. They're the problem.
In all honesty, that 4-year-old will never remember that.
Yeah, probably not. Or it'll have some like weird, vague, traumatic memory.
Well, I'm pretty sure the parents will.
The parents will make sure
Make sure
that kid
he
remembers
remember
it.
that. It's like, yeah, you remember this time
Hey,
when
we're
you
talking-
killed
that monkey!
It was your fault.
This is your fault.
We're talking about like, doing dumb shit where it's like tying shit to your bike and dragging everyone.
Top 35! Thank you very much, man. What's up,
though?
dude?
He might remember it. When I was 2 years old, I almost drowned. And
Yeah, I have
it's one of
memories.
my earliest memories. I remember
I
as
remember
a
being
2-year-old, while I was drowning, I'm like, this is how I'm going to die. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Kenny. I swear.
Now, you have that thought
Okay.
now, and you
No,
put
no, at the
your
time, yeah.
perspective into it.
Yeah.
No, bro.
I've had that moment.
You have no idea that you exist until you're like 5 or
Nope.
6.
I was like chugging water, and I'm like,
That's
how
actually,
I go.
I think
At
you're
2.
probably downplaying memory here a bit, Max, because I can remember things when I was 2 and 3, very, very few, but I do remember them. And I remember I creeped the shit out of my mother once, when I was an adult, and I basically described the room that I was in as an infant. She's like, how do you know that? And I'm like, well, that was the room I used to be in. She's like, there's no way you know that because you were only in that house for like 6 months or less of your life.
You retain things, yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's
I'm
certain
like,
things that just
and I
stay.
told her, I said, I remember the layout, not really layout, but I remember the shape of the room and the wallpaper. And I described the wallpaper for her, where the door was and the light switch. She couldn't understand how I fucking knew that.
I'm
like, that's
I have
I
memories
guess
of
that's,
seeing Back to the Future in theaters in 1985. So
Yeah.
they're there. It's just they're not very. I can't remember what I was
You
thinking.
don't remember, you don't remember details.
You
just
don't remember
remember
details.
Yeah. Well, what about the nose thing? The dog.
You know what I'll never forget? 9/11.
oh yeah.
Well,
never
we're
forget.
pretty old.
But never forget it.
Well, yeah, we're old enough to freaking remember it.
Don't forget though.
God. We're old enough to remember, but we're talking about like super early, like fucking 4 or 5 or 6 and shit like that.
I was
6
3 years old when 9/11 happened, and I remember it.
Oh God, 3.
It was traumatic
It was.
for a 3-year-old. Kyle0326, happy Dude Day. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, I specifically really remember. I'm like, 'cause when I was a kid, we were at a friend's pool, and I had my floaties, and I'd always swim with my floaties, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna swim across the pool.
Maximum
Maximum pad!
Nice.
Get to the
Tacos
house.
for that guy. That pad's covering fucking everything. Let him have it.
I remember I started
I
swimming.
remember somebody called me that when I was in PlayStation 2.
I'll finish my story tomorrow. No worries. Don't worry
I
about
don't know.
my drowning.
I couldn't tell where it was going.
Yeah.
I was just gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like,
Alright, so I was just like, Maximum Pad, hello. And Steve was talking about
Yeah,
something
no.
else.
Well, yeah, because
Steve.
Maxwell came up and it just reminded me.
Yeah.
It reminded me of fucking PlayStation 2 days. You may continue. I will allow the story to continue.
So Kenny, we were talking about 9/11. Go ahead. And by 9/11, I mean the phone number.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I think it's like about
One of the
9/11.
funniest stories Jessica told me at the restaurant was that somebody asked for the sushi roll, and of course they.
I
had
remember on my
these sushi
PS2 days
rolls.
when I was doing that.
Hey,
yeah.
shut the fuck up! They had these. My stories. I'm a good storyteller. They had these rolls called 911 rolls because they were hot. They were super hot. So somebody's like, "I'll take a 9/11 roll." Like, what? A 9/11 roll? All right, I'll get you a 9/11 roll. No problemo.
Was it like 2 rolls?
No, it's
And
no,
on
no.
top of each
It's
other?
a 911 roll.
And
It's
then,
just
like,
a spicy
they-
roll because
they
it
slowly
means
sink it.
911. It has nothing to do with 9/11.
I get that part, but I'm just saying, like, when they reply, sure, I'll get you a 9/11 roll, do they bring them 2 rolls, standing upright, and they slowly fall down and sink?
That's too far, man. That's gone way too far.
I mean, that's what I would do if I was, like, a sushi chef. Just be like, 9/11 roll, okay, fine, I'll give you 9/11 roll, you fucking asshole.
You
Put, like,
fucking asshole.
Put, like, a shit ton of wasabi in there.
Come on, Sushi.